First of all, read A'udhu Billah and Bismillah, so then we start.
أعوذ بالله بسم الله.
No, read the whole A'udhu Billahi
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
and Bismillah.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Very good. So this is lesson number 3 and it is about joining letters.
Joining letters.
Yes. So joining letters mean that in Quran, whenever you read any word in Arabic language, so they must be joined with two letters or sometimes more than two letters. Okay, so that's why, like in English, whenever you want to write any word, so you always write all the letters separately, right? But this is not work in Arabic because in Arabic we join two letters each other. So whenever we want to join two letters each other or more than two letters each other, so then we take half shapes. So that's the reason in the previous lesson you have learned about the half shape as well and the full shape. So in this lesson you will see that whenever they join together, okay, you also learn that whenever any letter comes in the beginning, so how they looks like, or whenever any letter comes in the middle or in the end, so then how they will looks like, that all the parts you already learned so far, right? So in this lesson, you will see that whenever they join actually, so then how they looks like. Okay,
Okay.
so and also there are some, like few fonts differences as well. So inshallah, we will see some letters can write with different shape as well with the different fonts. So we will see those fonts as well. So it will help you whenever you are reading in any book of Quran. So you will easily read them because you already learned those fonts in this lesson. So let us start. First of all, tell me what is the name of this letter?
Alif.
Very good. Can you tell me what is the sound of Alif?
Ah. Ah. Ah.
Are you sure?
Oh.
Think again. I'm giving you the another chance. Okay, time's up. So you forgot that Alif and Hamza doesn't have any sound.
Okay.
Alif and Hamza, they are two letters which don't have any sound. Okay, so how will we read them whenever they have any sign on it? Can you please sit down?
Okay.
Yes, because it will help you to focus. And
Okay.
she is your sister.
Oh, no. Say hi. She whispered. Say hi. Hi.
Hello. Okay, get back to your class. So, uh, I was telling you that whenever Alif or Hamza comes with the sign, okay, inshallah, later on you will learn about the signs as well. So, when they have a sign on it, so then we read that letter, otherwise not, okay?
Okay.
Okay, now go to the next.
Lam and Alif.
Okay, now I have a question that why you said that this is Lam and the second one is Alif.
Because because every single time there's a purple letter, it's supposed to be first.
No, it's not like that. Because see, don't try to remember the colors because in Quran you won't see the colors. So we have to know the logics, and that is that in this word, here we have two letters, so that's why we are calling it word. So when in this word we have two straight lines, right? So because these are the line and straight line and the half shape of lam and alif, they both looks like a straight line. So how are we gonna know that which one is alif and which one is lam? So always keep in your mind that is the very interesting tip for you, and this is very helpful for you as well if you remember that whenever you have a straight line and if the next letter comes after connected to that straight line, so then we call it lam. And
Okay.
if that straight line, if there is a straight line written in the beginning of any word or in the middle of any word, and the next letter comes after that is written separately, so then we call it alif.
Okay.
Okay, so that's mean lam connected, alif not connected. This is the only thing which you have to remember. So after that, whenever you see any straight line, so you can easily find out that is it alif or lam. Understood?
Understand.
Very good. Okay. Now look at here and tell me what is the names of the letters in this word.
A three-letter word. This is Balamba
Very good. How do you know that the middle one straight line is lam?
because it has a curve.
Yes, it has a curve, but sometimes you won't see the curve as well. So then how do you understand? How do you notify that this is lam or alif?
I would notify it by uh in, in my opinion, I would notify it by looking at the details.
What are the details?
So if I do not have any details, I would rather ask for help.
But if there is no one to help you,
If there was no one to help me, I would probably I would probably ask my parents to help.
but
Even
if
though
there is no your parent, like I said, no one is there. You are alone in home or room. So then how do you know?
I would know because I would take out a paper and then I would look at it because we have a lot of papers in this house.
What kind of paper do you see a solution or answer in any paper? How is it
Yes, our
possible?
paper has all the answers, but I don't know it. But I don't know where it is anymore.
No. See, in the beginning of the class, if you just recall your memory or refresh your memory, so you will remember that here I told you that whenever we have a straight line and if it is connected to the next letter, so then we call it lam. So that
Okay.
exactly same is applying here. We have a straight line. If we consider this letter as a straight line, so you will see that this is connected to the next letter, right?
Yes.
So that's why we are calling it lam.
Okay.
Okay, like I told you that this is the tip which is very helpful for you if you just remember it. Whenever you see a straight line, just check it the next letter is connected or not. If it is connected, call that straight line as lam. If it is not connected, so then call that lam or that straight line as alif.
Okay.
Hope you understand.
I do understand.
Okay, let's see. So tell me what is the names of these letters?
Ba Alif.
Alif. Why you call it alif? It has a curve as well.
I call it Alif because it doesn't have a curve down. It has a curve. It has a curve. Bel It has a curve. It has a curve on top.
Okay, so if that curve is in the bottom, so then it must be uh
Ah.
lam. Is it that you were saying?
Yeah.
So see now we have a curve at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Now it will become lam.
Yep.
How?
It would become Lam because Alif and Lam they have the same shape, but but Alif does not have a curve, and and uh and Lam has a curve in this lesson. So it would make sense if we add curves from the top and bottom to make it sure to make it Lam and Alif more specific.
Okay, very good. But here again, the example will fit, which I have told you that there is no any letter after that line. So, and there is not connected. So that's why we are calling it alif.
Okay.
Okay, so now go to the next. Tell me this one.
The next one. Oh, that one, okay. This one is Fa Sin.
Are you sure?
No.
So then think again and tell me.
Noon.
Why is it noon?
It's noon because it has a dot on top.
So what? Za also has a dot on top?
A lot of these letters have dots on top, but this one is the most common. So that's why I'm saying that.
No, the same shape is Za also have, and the same location of the dot Za also have. So what is the difference between the Za and Noon?
The
The half
difference
shape of Noon and the Za, they both looks like same.
the difference is one has a curve and one doesn't.
Both has a curve.
Yeah, but in like different ways.
See, let me show you. Like the half shape of Noon is looks like that, and
Mhm.
the half shape of and the Za also looks like same. No difference.
Oh, okay.
The difference is, let me tell you, the difference is that the za cannot be joined to the next letter. Remember, there are few letters which cannot be joined to the next letter. So za is one of them, and because here the same shape looks like za, but it is connected to the next letter, so that's why we are not calling it za.
Mm,
Can you uh, can you name some other letter as well which cannot join to the next letter?
Um, another letter that can wait, what did you ask?
Some tell me some more letters which also cannot join to the next letter, same as za.
The noon. That's one.
Noon can join. See here, noon is connected. I'm
I didn't
asking who will
get it.
not join. Which letters cannot be joined to the next any letter?
I didn't get it.
Hmm? See, like I told you that Alif is one of
I
those
didn't get
letters.
it.
Okay, I'm telling you that like Alif, I told you that Alif is one of those letters which will never connect to the next letter. So whenever the alif written in the beginning of any word or in the mid of any word, so the next letter always written separately. Got it?
Okay.
Same as it is, we have the second letter za. So za, whenever you
Yes.
see the za in the beginning or in the mid of any word, so the next letter comes after za, always written separately. But my question was that there are few more letters as well which will never join to the next letter. So do you know?
Yes.
Can you tell me the names?
Yes.
So tell me.
Um, it that would be ba
Sorry, dal.
da. Why are you speaking so quickly?
Okay, I will speak slow.
No, it's fine. This is just a question.
Okay, so tell me.
This letter, so it would be dal.
Hmm.
Also, it would be ta.
Oh, no. Okay, let me tell you. Number one, we have that is alif. So whenever you see alif in the beginning or in the middle of any word, so it must be written separately. The next letter will written separately. Okay. Next we have dal or zal or za. Okay.
Okay.
So these are the few letters, and also the wow, whenever they comes in the beginning of any word or in the middle of any word. So you always see the next letter will written separately. Okay, so I'm going to the next page because this page you already read.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start the lesson. I just wanted to repeat your previous lesson, so that's why I started that. And now start from here. Read this word.
This word is za and alif.
Very good.
Hain, hoyin, hamza, hainza.
Ain za.
Yes, hainza.
Ha, it's not Hain, it's Ain.
Ain, okay.
Mm,
Ayin, ayin ra. Sod, hain. Dod, hain. Ba, ha, ha.
it's not Ha.
The last one is not ha.
The middle one is not Ha. There are three letters. Keep
Oh,
trying.
hain.
Yes, it's Ain.
Okay.
Then the last one
Ba,
is
hain, ha.
no,
The end one is not ha.
no.
Because my mom did not know that letter, and we went over this.
Okay, this is Dal.
The
Okay, in
ba.
the beginning, I told you that we will see different fonts as well. So sometimes Dal written like that.
Oh, okay. Cause in lesson one, it had a dot on top, so
No, no,
I
no, no.
was
Dal doesn't have dot. Zal has a dot on it.
dot does not have a dot.
Dod is it's not Dod. Dod is different letter. Dal is different letter.
I said dull.
It's not Dod. Dod is this one.
I said dull.
Yes, Dal. It's Dal. That's correct. But you were saying that it has a dot.
Oh, yeah, I was saying that for a reason. Cause I'm like,
Okay, now this one.
ta,
Hmm.
hayin, noon.
It's not noon.
Ta, hayin, meme.
Mhm.
Ta, hayin, meme.
No. See, the dot of noon will not be like there. The dot of noon always be in the mid, in the tummy of the shape, like that. Okay, but if the dot is on the top like that, so then it must be
Then it must be dull.
zal.
Zal.
Okay, let's stop here. Inshallah, we will continue again, and we will finish this in the next class, inshallah, and then we will go for the next lesson. And in that lesson, you will learn about the signs. Okay,
Yeah,
so
we got 4 more minutes.
yeah, the 6 minutes we have remaining. In that time, we will learn uh, about namaz or kalimas. So first of all, tell me how many kalimas have you memorized?
My mom does not know about it, so I memorized 3 of them.
Okay, so tell me first kalima.
First kalima is
But here, I think you have memorized all of them, like six kalimas you have memorized, isn't it?
uh wait, what?
You have memorized six kalimas, not?
I did not memorize 6 kalimas. My mom
Okay.
does not even know about it.